Good evening once again. I'm Ali Velshi, day 367 of the Biden administration. Tonight, a stunning new report provides a look at the inner workings of the Trump White House in the run-up to the riot at the Capitol. NBC News has learned that the January 6th investigators now have more than 700 pages of documents that Donald Trump tried to keep secret. Reporting from Politico gives us an inside look at some of those records. Politico has obtained an unsigned draft executive order that would have directed the defense secretary to seize voting machines and calls for the appointment of a special counsel to investigate the 2020 election. The executive order, whose author is unknown, is dated December 16th, 2020. That's more than 2 weeks after Trump's Attorney General, Bill Barr, said the Justice Department had found no evidence of election fraud. Politico also reports, quote, the draft order would have given the defense secretary 60 days to write an assessment of the 2020 election. Now, think of those dates. That suggests that it could have been a gambit to keep Trump in office until at least mid-February of 2021. NBC News has not yet reviewed these documents. Earlier on this network, the Trump official who ran the department that called the 2020 election the most secure in American history had this reaction to Politico's report about the draft order.
It actually is a very clear violation of the Posse Comitatus Act, which means the Department of Defense you can't use federal troops for domestic law enforcement. And by DOD, asking DOD to seize these machines is a clear violation of the law. So it's pretty crazy. Now, all that said, had it cleared the process, and been signed out by the president, because we know that process didn't always work at the tail end of the last administration. I assume it would have been immediately, several states, including Michigan, which was likely a target of the lawsuit, would have immediately sought an injunction. And maybe the president may have actually seen his day at the Supreme Court. It's such an incredible read. It truly reads to me almost like an op-ed in Newsmax or the Gateway Pundit or something like that.
On January 6th, one January 6th committee member says that the report shows that the effort to overturn the election went far beyond the violence at the Capitol.
It indicates that there was one more line of possible attack, which was something like a military coup that was being planned before January 6th. There were a lot of different efforts undertaken, and we may indeed find that there were others even beyond this attempt at direct seizure of the ballot boxes in the polling places. There was clearly an inside coup being orchestrated by the entourage right around Donald Trump to overthrow Joe Biden's majority in the Electoral College, to falsely deny him his presidential victory, and to seize the presidency for Donald Trump for another 4 years.
Politico also reports that the January 6th committee is looking at whether the Trump White House and campaign were involved in efforts by state Republicans to send Congress alternative slates of 2020 presidential electors.